Hi, thanks for being here. We're going to start with Jumbo Bomb from Beauty Over Age here on YouTube. She hand makes these, y'all. This is the strawberry kiwi. And so we're going to start with that today. I did a review of the City Beauty skincare, the PR that they sent me. And one of the products I said I was going to, where's the mascara? I said I was going to try it again, and I did, and something else happened. And so I said, let me just redo the video instead of trying to remember to do a pin comment and all of that stuff. So, excuse me, definitely a keeper is the Beyond mascara. I love this mascara. The brush is a brush. I remember saying before when I first tried it, I didn't know, but this is definitely a brush. It feels really good. I can feel it combing through my lashes, and it does seem to volumize my lashes and lengthen my lashes. And it does say volumizing treatment on here. Does not irritate my eyes. My eyes don't tear. I cannot smell it. Some mascaras, when I put them on, the scent is so strong, my eyes will burn or my nose will start to run. This does none of that. When I put it, close to my nose, I can smell there's something, but it's not like that strong chemical smell, that some mascaras have. So this is definitely a keeper, and I have used it at least half a dozen times now, and I will continue to use it. So that is a keeper. The rest of this is going to be painful because I was very hopeful, and you guys are like, uh-oh. I know, me too. Okay, let me say how I started using them. Because I have sensitive skin, I would never try 3 new products at one time. So I would wash my face, and I did this systematically for each one of these 3 products. So I would wash my face, and I would just put on one. That's it. This is the Barrier Rescue Firming Night Cream. So this is all that I would put on and see what my face looked like when I woke up the next day. All went well, and I didn't even use my other skincare. So this would be the only thing after I washed my face that I would put on. And this is a really nice cream. It feels really nice. The consistency feels really good. It felt nice going on my skin. My skin felt plush. It felt moisturized. It felt good. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is good. But it has fragrance in it. And even doing this, I'm just like, not the fragrance where my eyes will tear or burn or my nose will run, or it'll affect, my asthma because I'm inhaling these fumes, but it's just enough to be annoying. And so the second night, again, wash my face, morning, because I'm nocturnal, I go to sleep in the morning. Wash my face. This is the only thing I put on because I wanted to see, can I get used to the scent of it? It doesn't smell bad. It smells like a rosy floral type scent. And I know there's this thing with luxury products smell like perfume. It's part of the experience, it feels good, it smells good, but not with my sinuses. And so I wanted to keep trying it though, because I really loved how it felt. And so I used it again the second night, and the scent is just unpleasant to me. If you don't mind fragrance in your skincare, I do recommend this because it felt really, really good going on. And even when I would wake up, I wake up every 90 minutes or so. Usually I do go right back to sleep. I can still smell it. Like the scent of it just lingers. One of the pros to this is you push this down, the product comes up in the center. So you just, run your finger over it, put it in your hand, rub it, put it on your face. So you can easily clean this. You can easily share it with other people. And, if you don't have little short nubby nails like mine, you don't have to worry about, product getting under your nails. But the scent of it just lingers. And so the third night, wash my face, put this on because I loved how it felt. And so I wanted to keep trying it. Can I get used to the scent of it? So the third time I used it, when I woke up, I had like bumps all over my forehead. I was just like, okay, this is a no. It felt so good though. And that's why I try one thing at a time and over a period of days, because I may not have a reaction right away, but by the third day, I had little bumps all over my forehead, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And granted, I wasn't using any other skincare, so maybe it was the lack of something else that I normally use. I don't know, but because of the scent of it, I'm not able to continue using it. Otherwise, I would, use this with other stuff just to see. And also to see if it would mask the scent, but because my other skincare doesn't have a scent to it, this would still come through. So Unfortunately, it's a no. But again, if you're not sensitive to fragrance, or if you just don't mind fragrance in your moisturizer, I do recommend this because it feels really good. It feels really good. But if you have sensitive skin, I don't know what to say. Like, if somebody you know has it, try some of theirs a couple days in a row and see what it does to your skin. But it just felt so good. And so I was really disappointed. I was really hopeful that this would work. And I took my time choosing, what I would like to receive, because I wanted to be strategic. Like, what will fit into my skincare routine? What will add to it or be an alternative to something else? And so I did not just be like, oh, I'll just get this. No, I really put thought into it, and I was very hopeful. But because of the fragrance, and I saw it was fragrance on the ingredient list, and it's the last ingredient, so I'm like, I should be okay. No, so that was that one. So after using this the third time, washed my face, exfoliated my face, did my full skincare routine, all the stuff I normally use. And then the next night, the same thing, washed my face, exfoliated, used all the skincare stuff I normally use. Because I'm like, let me just get my skin back to where it was. And so by like the third night, after, just washing my face, exfoliating, doing all the things I normally do, my forehead was good, my face was good. So I'm like, okay, now we're going to go on to the next thing. And so the next thing was the the Advanced Retinol System, Step 1 and Step 2. And so there's two different pumps up here. And it does say Step 1, and it says Restore. So you put this on first, and then Step 2, which is Renew. Step 2 is the side that has the retinol, and on the back it says Renew Retinol Serum. So Step 1 does not have a scent. I was like, yes! Because I was a bit traumatized by this one. Because anytime I smell, fragrance or floral scents or roses, I'm just like, oh no. And so it is triggering for me, because it triggers me, because I usually have reactions to it, even just smelling it. I don't go into flower shops, the perfume stores at the mall, when they come at you with it, I'm like, nope. I'm like, no, just get away. And so it was triggering for me. And so I was just like, I pumped this in my hand, one pump, and put it on. I was like, this is nice. And it feels really nice. So I was all excited, like, yeah, I could use this. Then Step 2. Step 2 has a scent to it. And it is tacky. And I'm not, oh my gosh, I am not sensitive. I am not new to retinol at all. So wash my face, patted it dry, pump Step 1, put that on. One pump Step 2, put that on. That's all I did. And I was just like, why is Step 2 so darn tacky? And I'm like, ugh. So when I got up later on, I had little red marks on my forehead, and I'm just like, okay. All right, so let's see. So next time before I went to sleep, washed my face, exfoliated, my regular skincare stuff. Did not use any of this. And so then the following night, washed my face. I put on just Step 1. Step 1 feels amazing. It just feels so good. And went to sleep, got up, my face was fine. I'm like, okay, cool. The next time I went to sleep, washed my face, pat dry. Step 2, the only thing I put on. It is so friggin' tacky. And it has a scent to it. And I was just like, why is it so tacky? Woke up the next day, bumps all over my forehead. I'm just like... And I had dry patches here, dry patch here, dry patch here, dry patch here, dry patch here. And I'm just like, what? Retinol can be drying, but hear me when I say I am not new to retinol. I also even use tetranoin, which is prescription retinol, or retin-A, excuse me. They started me with 0.025%. Then they moved me up to 0.05%. Now I'm using 0.1%. I am not new to retinol, and quite a few of my skincare products that I use on a regular basis has retinol in it. So I am not new to retinol at all, and none of what I use gives me dry patches or anything. Because you might be saying, girl, you just put this on and that's it. Of course you had dry patches and your forehead broke out. No, because I do have a skincare playlist, a skincare video. I don't know if that'll be out. Well, I did a new one with my wake up routine, but then my nighttime routine is different because that's when I use more of the retinol stuff. But even in the morning, my under eye serum has retinol in it, very gentle. And one I use at night is a different one, but that has retinol in it, very gentle. And I like those because you can put them underneath and on your lid. So I am just saying that to say I use retinol in twice a day, like when I wake up, part of my skincare routine, and when I go to sleep, and my skin is fine. So it's not the retinol, but it's something about the formula, and I'm wondering if it's the fragrance that's in step 2. And so, and it is just so tacky. And I did think, okay, maybe because it was the only thing I used. And so the next night, washed my face, patted it dry, did step 1, which feels amazing, and then put on step 2. It was just so tacky, and the scent is not as strong to me as in this cream. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and put my other skincare stuff on top of it, maybe mask the scent. It did not mask the scent. And also, even putting serums on top of this, it was still, my face was still so tacky. I was like, why is this tacky? I'm like, why? And then even when I put on my regular moisturizer, my skin still felt tacky. I was like, I have never put on a tacky serum and it stayed tacky after I put other serums and moisturizers on top of it. And so I was just like, okay, this is going to be a no. And I did end up still with breakouts and dry patches. So I was just like, so if they could just still step 1. So that's the no. And I was very excited to try these. And I knew I was going to love them. So you see my label on here. You see my label on here. The last thing we're going to talk about, and you see my label on here, like I just knew like these were going to be it. And so this is the concentrated youth serum. This feels so friggin' good. I do need to use 2 pumps for my entire face. It felt really good going on. It felt really smooth. My skin felt really good. And I'm like, okay, and does it have a scent? It does not have a scent. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Winner, chicken dinner. And so the same thing, wash my face, pat dry, put this on, that was it. Next morning, you know, skin looked okay. I'm like, okay, cool. Next time before I went to sleep, wash face, pat dry, put this on. Woke up later, I had a little red bump. I was just like, why? Like, why? Like, why? And it felt so good going on. I just, and I did use this again. The last time I used this was this morning before I went to sleep, because I was just, because that was when the video I did that I deleted, I had said, I'm going to try it again. And so I tried it again, and I had little red splotches all over my forehead and bumps up here. And I had red splotches on my face and on my chin. And I'm just like, and you see my chin. This is older from before, but these marks, and I have like just some redness, general redness right here. And if you see my forehead, like right here, you can see there's red marks right here, like 3 different little spots. And just, so I'm like, and this happened after I had first tried the cream. And so, and even though I've been exfoliating, some of these bumps are not going away yet. And how it looks, you know, just little red splotches and back here. So I'm just like, so I'm really disappointed. So this is what I'll say to you, because this is my review of these products, and having used each of them at least like 3 nights in a row, but spaces in between to get my skin back to where it was. The mascara, definitely the mascara. Definitely the mascara. I am loving it. That is definitely a keeper. This moisturizer, it just feels so good. If you do not have an issue with fragrance in your skincare, or if you're just not sensitive to fragrance, or you don't mind smelling like rosy floral scents in your night cream, I do highly recommend this, because it just feels so friggin' good. And also, City Beauty, can you make one of these that's unscented? Because I would definitely buy this. And I will have the prices below. It's expensive, but I would definitely buy this if it was not scented, because because then it broke out. But I think I broke out from the fragrance in it. So if y'all do this, I mean, just a little sample jar. Like, if y'all can just send me just a little tiny sample jar, enough to use like 3 or 4 nights, I would appreciate that. It just felt so good. But I would want to know, is it going to break me out? Even unscented, which if it does, then it means there's something else in here also. But yeah, if y'all can do an unscented one of these and just send me a sample to try, because I would definitely buy this, y'all. This is how much I really liked how it felt. So if you're not sensitive to fragrance, if you don't mind fragrance in your skincare, if you don't have sensitive sinuses because somebody else may not smell it, or if you know, so that would make this a yes for you. If you know that fragrance in skincare does break you out, then that's a no. But it's definitely a yes. Did I say a no before? Definitely a yes if you don't mind fragrance, or if you don't have sensitive sinuses like I do, and if you know that it doesn't break you out. Definitely a yes. But for me, it's a no. This just felt so freaking good, and I was so disappointed. The Advanced Retinol System, I want to say it's the fragrance in step 2 that broke me out. I am not new to retinol. I am not new to Retin-A. So that's the only thing I can think of, is that it was the fragrance in it for step 2. And it was really tacky though, and I just don't know why. And as I said earlier, even putting my regular cream on top of it, my skin still felt tacky. And I'm like, why? I don't know. That was strange to me. So this, I'm going to say, just read other reviews, and not incentivized reviews. Excuse me for smacking. Step 1 felt fantastic. The step 2 was tacky, and it broke my face out, and I had like red splotches, and so I'm just like what is that? So that for me is a definite no, and it's a maybe for you. The concentrated youth serum, I don't know what in here caused the reaction I had, but this felt really good on my skin. And it does say, does it say how many pumps? Suggested use morning and night. But I did need 2 pumps, for my entire face. I have a big face. You see my face. I have a big face. It takes up the whole screen. So this, I don't know what to say. Except, you know what I'm gonna say? If you don't have sensitive skin, I would say yes to this. It just felt really good, but my skin didn't like it though. I do have a code below. It is affiliated. So if you want to try any of these things, just proceed with caution if you have sensitive sinuses, if you have sensitive skin, and read other comments. Well, not comments. Read other reviews and see what other people are saying. I would use this if it was unscented. I mean, it feels wonderful. Step 1 in this one is wonderful. Step 2, tacky as hell. I don't know why or what. This broke me out, but it felt really good on my skin. So I'm really torn, because felt good, broke me out. Felt really good, broke me out. So I'm just like, and so, but thank you, City Beauty, for sending me these products to try, and I will try to find them a happy home, because these deserve to be used, because they are really good products. I just have sensitive skin, and so I am a good candidate, I think, to try new stuff in skincare, because if my skin likes it and I can use it, I think that says a lot, because my skin does not like a lot of things, and it's amazing the amount of skincare products I do have that my skin likes. So I'm just like, oh. But once in a while, I do want to try something new, or add something to it, or have an alternative, or, this night use this cream, the next night use the next cream, that type of thing. And so I was very hopeful, and unfortunately, it just didn't work. But definitely, City Beauty, if you come out with an unscented for this Barrier Rescue Firming Night Cream, I would definitely use that, because it just felt so good. Very moisturizing. It didn't sit on my skin. It absorbed in, but my skin still felt really soft and just really fresh, and it just felt good. And so that'll be it for this review, and I do hope that it was helpful. If you have tried the Barrier Rescue Firming Night Cream, if you have tried the Advanced Retinol System, if you have tried the Concentrated Youth Serum, if you have tried the Beyond Mascara, please leave your experiences down below in the comment section, so that other people who read the comments, if they're curious, they're not just hearing my voice and what I say, but they're reading what you say too, and it may be a deciding factor excuse me, if someone were to try these or not, because they're getting more than one opinion, you know, here in this video and reading the comments. And so please do that. If you've used any of these, definitely leave your experiences down below. If it worked for you, say what was great about it. If it didn't, say what wasn't, because I do think the why is very important, and it can help people decide, do I really want to try that or do I not? Like Dion has sensitive skin and sensitive fragrances, and she did say she would use this if it was unscented. So if you have someone below saying, I'm not sensitive to fragrance, it doesn't break me out, I love this cream, it felt good, my skin improved, blah blah blah, then that would be a yes for somebody without my sensitivities, you know what I'm saying? And so please do leave your comments below. Yeah, so that'll be it. And so I'm disappointed, but I'm glad that I tried, because I was really like, I want to try this stuff just to see if I can add this to my skincare routine. And so thank you again, City Beauty, for sending me this. It was sent in PR. There was no obligation to post. There is never an obligation from them to post, but y'all know I do content, and if I try something, I'm going to let you know, good, bad, or indifferent, and also who I think it would be good for, even if it didn't work for me. And so that'll be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your experiences. And I am still using the City Lips, the plumping gloss. I like really just, I am still using those. And so those will be a staple for me, as well as the mascara. So yeah, we're gonna go. Stuff will pop up over here for you to watch. I'll put if my skincare video, the most recent one, but that was for daytime, I'll put my skincare playlist over here. So you can watch that and go through my videos for that, and hopefully that'll be helpful to you. And subscribe if you've been here before, join if you're interested in that. And on that note, as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.